So, how did shooting your Law and Order SVU episode go?
Good. It was fun. Dark and kind of grim, but fun. Everyone was really nice on set. And it was cool getting to play the bad guy for once. Well, I guess it's always more fun playing the bad guy. But I have a feeling my mom's not going to be able to handle this episode.
Some pretty dark stuff, huh?
Yeah. But you kind of have to expect that with this show. I'm just glad it's over. I mean, I only had one day off from the movie, which I spent flying to New York. Then I shot the episode for 3 days. I had yesterday off, which I spent flying back here. Have today off, and then I'm back on set for the movie tomorrow. I'm so beat.
A very busy schedule. But it also sounds very exciting. I'm sure deep inside you're enjoying this fast paced life.
I don't know how you put up with actors. We complain when we don't have any work, and then we complain when we have too much.
It's human nature to never be satisfied.
But I will admit, this is definitely the type of exhaustion I could get used to. I don't know what I'm gonna do once the movie's over.
Hey guys, I'm so glad to see you again. How have you been?
We've been good.
Better, much better.
We decided to take your advice and compromise.
Yep, no more competition.
Good. I'm glad you guys made some progress. Do you feel the changes you made were enough?
Well, it's a start. Yesterday, Paul actually watched Sex and the City with me without complaining. I know it's torture for him.
Yeah, I watched the whole marathon. It's actually not that bad. Bunch of chicks complaining about men and discussing the latest fashion trends. It was great.
Well, that's a step in the right direction. And Paul, have you seen a change in Anissa?
Yeah, I mean, we watched the NBA Finals together without her complaining once and saying that sports is the opiate of the masses or sports is the most important, not important thing in the world. That was a lot of fun.
Okay, good. I'm going to ask you both a question that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but I do think that result will help the relationship flourish.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Have you guys been intimate lately?
My agent and manager share a major client, and she's pretty much booking everything left and right. So they really haven't had much time for me lately. I keep trying to get a meeting with them, but I keep getting rescheduled.
I'm sure that's very frustrating for you. They seem to be just as busy as you are right now.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't take it to heart that they can't see me right now. Well, at least my manager's trying to squeeze me in this afternoon. Just hope she doesn't cancel.
Well, just remember that if she does cancel, it's not about you. They're just busy.
Right. I have to keep reminding myself.
It just takes some practice.
I've been thinking about something strange lately.
And what's that?
Well, I've been thinking about agents and managers and how they really remind me of dogs and cats. When you find the right manager, it's like kismet. You're both really excited to work together and get your career going. They check in with you check in with them. And even though there's an occasional bump in the road when you're not working as much, you always find a way to work things out. Unless, of course, you're just not making each other any kind of money. And then, well, you just call it quits. Agents, you're lucky if you can get one to look your way. But once in a while, you can snatch one up, and things look promising. You're auditioning, getting callbacks, but nothing's quite sticking, so they turn on you. But then, a miracle happens. You land a national commercial, or a guest star on The Good Wife, and then all of a sudden, they're your best friend again. Weeks later, after the show airs and everyone's forgotten about your episode, a shift happens. You're not going out on as many auditions. They stop airing your hilarious commercial. Things get slow, and then there's silence. You realize that your agent has decided to jump ship. But of course, not before reminding you that it's not them, it's you. Because their other clients work a lot, so you must be the problem.
That's an interesting observation. From your description, it seems as if you feel your manager is guiding and nurturing you through your career, whereas your agent is more critical or demanding and a little more abusive.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say abusive. I mean, it's not like I'm getting pimp slapped every time I don't get a call back.
Well, you don't have to physically harm someone to be abusive.
I never thought of it that way before.
Now that you mention it, that's actually the first thing that goes out of the window when she's mad at me.
Well, it's normal for a couple in dispute to restrict sex and intimacy while they're working things out.
But don't blame it all on me. I mean, it's not like you actually tried to do anything about it.
I'm not blaming it on you, I'm just saying it's a pattern.
Well, I think in time, if you guys keep supporting each other and compromising, that intimacy will occur, organically.
I don't doubt that at all.
Me neither.
Then it's settled. Now, has the new approach you've both worked on helped with work?
Actually, yeah. I found out the other day I booked a walk-on on a pilot, and Paul actually congratulated me. I knew it was sincere because he didn't have one bad thing to say about it. He didn't criticize the story or write it off as just being another stupid cop drama, even though I know that's what he thought it was.
Okay, great. And what about you, Paul?
Yeah, I worked on a commercial for a new candy bar for a few days, and Anissa actually accompanied me to set. Wasn't the first time she accompanied me to set, but usually she's there to pass out headshots and business cards to managers, agents, and clients. But this time we actually had some fun together and enjoyed a nice catered lunch in my trailer.
Don't forget that awful candy bar. Way too much sugar. If we have kids, they're never eating that junk.
You ate plenty of candy bars growing up, and what the hell do you mean if we have kids?
That's besides the point, and I mean if. I'm a young actress. I have no idea when I'll be ready to put my career on hold to have a baby.
Wow.
How do you feel about that, Paul?
Well, how the hell am I supposed to feel? I want to have kids in the future.
I think once you guys get past the intimacy issue, kids will not be out of the question. Just give it some time. Now, I want you guys to go home, spend some time together, really connect with each other. And, I'm not prescribing sex, but I do think that makeup sex is a good situation.
I think so too, Doc.
You would.